Daily Broadside to 983. Well, as I stated the other day, I've been listening to A Star Is Born. I'm now on like day 6. I haven't cut it off yet. I'll have you know that I'm a little obsessive with music sometimes. For example, I worked third shift one time years ago, and the entire 8 hours I was working, I listened to Madonna's Live to Tell on repeat. I don't know how many times that is, but you figure 5 minute song, 4 minute song, 12 times an hour, 12 times 8, whatever. I mean, it was well over 100 and some times. And it didn't get old one single time. So, given that this is an entire album, it'll probably be June before I switch to something new. So, but it just keeps getting better. I don't know what it is, but it's brilliant. And then I heard Kelly Clarkson singing a Lady Gaga Star Is Born song the other day because TikTok knows that I'm apparently interested in that right now. And man, that girl can sing. She's got a really off-putting mouth and face, but it's like someone just like squeezed it and like down and then across. You know how you can like deform plastic and then you can't get it back to what it was? She looks like that. But girls can sing. She can sing. I was watching Luge earlier, and I was like, man, I wonder how many people have died from doing this. Apparently it's like 2, maybe 3 people. And they were all professionals because there's no recreational luging. Luging or luging. I don't know what it is, but it's the gerund. Is it a gerund? ING? I think it's a gerund. Anyway, like, you know how you can just like, you can watch skiing and then you'll be like, let's go skiing. And then you can just go up to a mountain and rent skis and they'll let you just go to the top of the mountain and then ski down with nary a hint of like expectation that you'll make it or proof that you can even do it. I mean, I'm a pretty damn good snow skier. I go straight up the black diamonds. I don't like the moguls. I like the fast moguls. It just makes me feel like I'm gonna blow my knee out, and I don't need that in my life. But I like going fast. And I don't mind any of that stuff. I've been all the way up West Virginia, all over North Carolina. I'm a pretty good skier. Nothing's ever threatened me, but I don't like going down the vertical mogul stuff for the reasons I just specified. But they don't know that. They just put you on a lift and shoot you up the mountain, and then you got to come down. And yet you can't be watching TV and be like, huh, that luge looks fun. Let's go do that this weekend. You can't, because everybody would just be dead. There'd just be bodies and blood all the way down that what seems like a 9-mile course that gets covered in about 48 seconds. It's pretty impressive. I don't know what the skill is. I truly don't. Obviously they're steering somehow. It looks to me like they're just waiting for their floppy little ankle to break when they flip over, but it doesn't look that hard. It looks scary as hell. It's probably exhilarating. You know how when you ride a horse or a Model T, anything that doesn't really go crazy fast, but it's like open air and it feels like you're going like 78,000 miles an hour. I've been on a canter with a horse, and you're just like, what the hell? And then you feel like you're in the Kentucky Derby or Preakness or something. It's crazy. Bet you didn't know what Preakness was. I know what Preakness is. I know Preakness. I've been to the Derby, so I know what Preakness is. Belmont Abbey, I know all that crap, right? But here's the other thing. I was a little pissed off at some ducks this morning. I rode out this morning, go to this girl's house, and it's like 7-something, right? And I look out, and the water is obviously very, very chilly. And in the corner of the lakes, it's still frozen. And these ducks are just floating around, just quack, 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 just floating around, in a pod. I don't know what ducks are. Pod is a orca family, a school of fish. I don't know what ducks are, some kind of pride, some kind of collective noun that I don't know. But they're just rolling around out there, and I've held a duck before. They don't feel that warm, And I'm like, I get like feathers have some kind of blubber property. I don't know what it is, because like chickens don't really get that cold. But if I was to jump in that water, I'd die. I'd have to get back out and warm up, or I'd be screwed. And yet the duck can just kind of float. I just got the oils that kind of rub me in oil and let me throw myself in the lake. I'm still gonna die. I don't understand. I was like pissed at the ducks. I'm like, why does little bastards get to do with that? And I can't jump in there. Even if I had like a wetsuit on or a dry suit. I don't really know the difference between those two, other than what would be obvious. But nevertheless, I don't know. And then I get a little further up the road, and I was like, man, quit being mad at ducks. Don't Don't be mad at ducks. Don't let that ruin your day. And it hasn't. I've had a good day. I've had a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of stuff accomplished, and I ain't mad at no ducks. So I ain't mad at. No, that was a double negative. I ain't not never mad at ducks. That's triple negative. That makes it right. Y'all have a good one. Giddy.